Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome everyone in today's class for the second elementary grade. Our textbook is Week 2, and today inshallah we're going to review Unit 2, Friends, Actions and Things. This lesson will be presented by me, teacher Mazen Harbi, and the sign language by Mr. Fawaz Al-Agil. So let's begin. So the first thing we did cover in this unit was the lesson of talk time on page 10 and 11. And our objectives were on this lesson is to introduce someone, say this is my friend, and the word let's, and also to chant and tell the time of the day using greetings correctly. So we did learn a couple of greetings from this lesson. Greetings like hello, like good morning, and also a phrase that we use when you want to introduce someone. When you have a friend and you want him to meet other friend, you would say, this is my friend Umar. So also we did learn how to introduce someone, and we did learn what to say when you meet someone for the first time. When you meet someone for the first time, you would say, hi, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. And then he will reply back by saying, nice to meet you too. Nice to meet you too. So these were the common greetings that we learned from last time. Not only this, but also we did read a chant about greeting, which is tell us different greetings phrases from different times of the day. So let's listen to this chant just to revise and know a little bit about greeting. So this chant was called the Good Morning Chant. So the chant says, it's morning. Good morning to you. How are you? How are you? It's so nice to see you. It's afternoon. Good afternoon to you. Here is a homework, more homework for you. It's evening. Good evening to you. It's playtime and bath time and bedtime for you. Good night to you. So in this chant, we did learn 4 different times of a day and how to greet on each of these times. In the morning, we say good morning. In the afternoon, we say good afternoon. In the evening, we say good evening. And at night, when we go to sleep, we say good night. This is what we mostly cover on the lesson of talk time on pages 10 and 11. And also on pages 12 and 13, we do have a lesson about rhythms and sounds, where in this lesson we learn to talk about what I am, or he or she is, or we, you, they are doing or not doing. And also we did ask and answer yes no question about what people are doing. So a quick reminder of this, we learned this by listening to a chant. When we listen and we chant it again about what people are doing. So have a look at this man, for example. What is he doing? Here we have a chant to tell us about this man and what is he doing. Let's listen again to this chant so we can learn more about what is he doing. We are playing, we are cycling. Our friends are here and laughing. They are jumping, they are cycling, as happy as can be. So now we can tell what he and his friends are doing. They are cycling. They are cycling. Also, we did make a chant about these two gentlemen, these two boys. Let's listen to this chant about them, and then we can point again. So, there is Omar, he is walking. His friend Ali is talking. He is laughing. He is not cycling. As happy as can be. So now we know what these two friends are doing. They are walking and talking. Also, when we see a number of boys under the tree, we listen to a chant to tell us what are they doing. So the chant said, are you playing? Are they cycling? We're not playing. They are not cycling. We are talking. We are walking. As happy as can be. So also we can tell what are these people are doing, or these boys are doing under the tree, is that they are talking and they are walking. Not only this, but also we did listen to two friends here, Ali and Said, to choose a place and to ask and answer a question. So we did listen to a conversation like this. Where is he? He is at home when he asked about his friend. And is he sitting? Yes, he is. We said that we answered a question that starts with is, with answers similar to this. Yes, he is. And is he playing? No, he is not. And is he watching TV? Yes, he is. And we also learn how to ask a similar question and to as pairs, you and your friend, to ask each other about what each of you is doing. Conversation similar to this. And also, we did make other examples of this conversation, where here we do have name of different people and here names of different places. And we said that we're going to ask or make question, only a similar question to this, about each one of them, and then you can answer by choosing any one of these places. So for example, for Beat, we had a question like, where is he? Where is Beat? We can say, he is at school. And here we use he because we're talking about Beat, a one man. He is at school. Also for Jim and Ken, where are they? They, two of them, Jim and Ken. Where are they? The answer, they are at home. Also about Joe, where is he? Where is Joe? Joe, he is in his room. In his room. Also about Sabah, we don't say where is he, but we say where is she, because she's a woman. Where is she? She is in her room. She is in her room. And finally, Nora, where is she? She is in the classroom. She is in the classroom. So these were the questions we did practice on last time. And now we move to words on pages 14 and 15. And in this lesson, our objectives were to talk about food using the words hot, cold, sour, sweet, salty, and tasty, and also to ask questions or want and say what I like and what I don't like. So if you remember, in this lesson, we did learn how to point and chant and also write. So not only we did chanting, but also we did writing on the words that we can see here about the food and about the different tastes of each food. So for example, as for the first one, apples are sweet. So this is the food and this is the taste of the food. So we did listen to this chant, apple are sweet, and we did wrote it back on the line. Apples are sweet. Also, lemons are sour. Lemons are sour. Cherries are sweet. They are not sour. My soap is hot. So here we did listen to different food and also to different tastes. Tastes like sweet, sour, hot. And we did write them to learn how each one of them is written, and also so we can think of the taste. And the second part of this chant is this one. Ice cream is cold, rice is hot. It is not cold. Chips are salty and they are tasty. Let's eat. And here we got to know more of the food and more different tastes. And not only this, but we also did wrote them here back on the line. We write about cold, hot, salty, and also tasty. And why we use these food? Just to help you think about each one of these food, and also to remember the taste and know the meaning of each of the words. And not only this, but we said that imagine these food, the pizza and the salad, the tomato, the cookies and the sandwiches. Just think of them and think of the taste. Which one of them is sweet? Which one of them is sour? Which one of them is hot? And which one of them is cold? So we said that you can think of different food and also different tastes. Also, we did learn the 3-question game, where two friends, one of them is having or thinking about a food in his mind, and also the other must ask question to guess, to think what that food is. So here, for example, here Ali is thinking about a food, and here Saeed is asking the 3 questions, so he can know what kind of food is it. So he asked him question like, is it cold or hot? Ali said it's cold. What color is it? Ali said it's yellow. Is it sweet or sour? He said it's sour. So Saeed figures out that it is sour, it is yellow, and it is cold. Then it is a lemon. And when we say that, when you hear someone has the right answer, what you say? You say, that's right. That's right. So, and I ask you also, I urge you to practice this game with your family members, your classmates, or your friends. It is a fun game. And also, I said that when you play it, here you have a list of different tastes. So, taste like, you can use some of these words about the taste, like sweet, sour, salty, tasty, hot, and cold, fresh. And also you can talk about the food itself, the shape of the food, like round, small, big, and so on. So I gave you example like sandwiches, bananas, carrots. You can have one of them in mind and ask the other to guess what is the food that is in your mind. So the last thing we did cover in that unit was phonics on pages 16 and 17. And we said that our objectives is to make the sounds for S and ask and answer with have and use and or but. Also, to ask and say whose something is using when we learn to answer the question that starts with whose. So the first thing we did in that lesson is to recognize the 3 different sounds of the words that ends with S. Sounds like sa, like for example, chips, chips. And sounds ends with z, like for example the word apples, apples. And sounds end with is, like for example the word cookies or sandwiches. So we did learn 3 different sound of the letter S. And not only this, but also we did learn how to ask or how to answer a question that starts with what is in your bag. And usually when you want to know what is in someone's bags, we start questions with do you? Do you have apples? Do you have sandwiches? Do you have orange juice? And we said that now we can gather the answers and use either and or but. For example, we said that when she has two things, now we can say that she has sandwiches and orange juice. But when she has something and doesn't have the other one, here in this case we said she has orange juice, but she doesn't have apples. And this is how we learn to use and but. Also, we did that you can play this game by asking your friend to fill in this table. Ask him a question about either food or school things. And ask question starts with do. Do you have apples? Do you have sandwiches? Do you have orange juice? And when they say yes, you put a check mark like this. And when they say no, you put it like this. And also you can write a whole sentence about whether they have or they haven't. And finally, we did learn how to answer a question that starts with whose. Who is that? Whose is that? For example, whose hat is that? Usually when we have someone in mind, we say his name and we add S. For example, whose hat is that? It's Nora's. It's Sarah's. It's Layla's. So here we add S to the name, to the person who these things belong to. And we did an interesting exercise where we do have 4 different people and different objects. And we refer to each object about which one of them or whose this item belong to. So now we have reached the end of our evaluation, where we did review all the lessons that we learned in this unit 2, friends, actions, and things. We did cover talk time. We did cover the chants we listened to in rhythms and sound. And also we did cover words in action. And finally, phonics. So we did learn a lot of things in this unit. And also we did play games as well in this unit. So I hope that you enjoyed Unit 2, and I hope also to see you in the next lesson.